Mark, when I hear the ideas of anarchism, it sounds like this utopian pipe dream that just assumes everyone is fine and everyone is a good moral person. How do you respond?
Well, the very word utopia means nowhere. So the concept of utopia doesn't mean a wonderful place. It means that it is an illusion that does not exist anywhere. That's literally what is meant by utopia. So, there is no such thing as a place that is going to be free of any suffering, of any negativity, of any uncomfortableness. Okay, there is that is a pipe dream. Okay, claiming that people should. Saying that we know that people should interact with each other on a volunteer basis, free from coercion and the initiation of violence, isn't saying that that will create a perfect world immediately. It is saying that by continuing the cult belief system of government, which is slavery, that you are ensuring that violence continues unabated. You are ensuring that you are never going to work toward a world that has less violence in it and more freedom in it. But anarchists are in no way claiming that just creating a society whereby there are no masters and no slaves will be a perfect place. There will still be problems, there will still be human struggles, and there will still be suffering in the world in many different forms, just not in the form that we've created a structured society that is a hierarchically based society based on masters who have many more rights than their slaves, which they can just dictate whatever their rights happen to be at any given time. That's all anarchists are saying. We're not saying that it will create any sort of a perfect, peaceful place.
It's the great non sequitur. It's like saying things are imperfect in nature. Therefore, the Church of Scientology has the right to coercively rule hundreds of millions of people. Well, how do you know that that will lead to more problems? They don't have the right either way in the first place. Larkin Rose, anarchism is utopian and relies on everyone being a perfectly knowledgeable, perfectly kind person. How do you respond?
It's very weird that anybody thinks this, and they only think that because they actually haven't thought about it. They just feel it because it's an uncomfortable, unfamiliar idea to them to live in a society without a ruling class. The accusation that it's utopian and that'll never work, and the advocacy of government is the same as saying we will never have a world without murder, therefore let us advocate a limited amount of murder. Now, I oppose all murder. Is that utopian? No, it's called being moral. Does it mean that I think we will actually have a world without murder? No, it doesn't. It means that's what I advocate. So for somebody to say that it's utopian to oppose all initiation of violence, but somehow it isn't to advocate the initiation of violence and to give certain people power over everybody else, as if there could be anything more ridiculously pipe dreamish than saying, we're going to give these people permission to control and rob the rest of us, and I'm sure they'll do it for our own good, and thinking that will end well. As Mark said, none of us are saying this makes a perfect world. It does remove the biggest problem in the world, which right now is the thing that believers of government advocate and they push for and they make it happen. And then when you say that big monstrosity is creating evil and suffering like way beyond anything else, they say, well, without it, it would be even worse. And they say that 100% as a result of indoctrination and 0% as a result of actual evidence and logic.
It's incredible. You were once debating someone, Larkin, and it was Tom Willicott, and he was so flabbergasted. He goes, "Look, I just don't trust people." And you go, "What species do you want running government?" And it was so terrific. And just take that and apply it consistently. People are evil except on the second Tuesday in November when they vote. We need to have voting. Democracy is inherently good. So they don't even hold this consistently.